to Atlanta, Georgia, Bobby Dodd Stadium and the home of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. The Rambling Wreck is here, and these fans have been waiting since early in the day to get this one cranked up. Today, a couple of squads here to square off in a Big 12 showdown. As we'll see, the Arizona Wildcats taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Yellow Jackets will put total leather to crank us up. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Arizona's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
And the Wildcats with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They're going to run it. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. Powers through the defender.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Wants to go up top. Swings it out to his running back. At midfield, he's got room. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. Arizona has the offense humming, set up with another first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
To the air on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Hunter. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Early in the game, pass complete, great job, sets up a manageable 4th down. We're going to set the tone early in this game. We're going to be aggressive. Yes, we're going for it.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Spits it out to the back. It's complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give from the gun. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Might be calling a hot route. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defensive understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
The Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work.
Well, you're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, 4th down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive a ways. There's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long.
Okay, great. Here we go, here we go.
Looking to fire. This time on target. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. To the ground and try to pick up the first. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The Yellow Jackets offense taking the field for a chance. We have to see them today. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Just those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
But they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believed.
Breaks into the open. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. And the Yellow Jackets want to crank the tempo.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to...
And it's a fumble after that huge gain. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for a 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it, and the defense just...
He'll take a deep shot here. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Off play action on 1st down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number 1, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
Looking for a man. It's Kane. Oh, he wants it all. He's got it for a big play. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Got it in the middle. It's Alexander. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. And the Yellow Jackets in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Got him downfield. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Baylor has the lead right now, but even though we've heard 6... This has been a nip-and-tuck affair inside McLean Stadium. They're up by 9 over TCU. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. To the ground with the back. Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking downfield, it's Klein. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's wrestled to the ground.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
The Yellow Jackets racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated.
Snags it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They're working that left side. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And the Wildcats, now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Klein. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball.
He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Arizona runs out the punt team, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. And this one will be touched and downed at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Here we
Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Did the work himself. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. And the Yellow Jackets with the 1st and 10. The give. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets the give. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. The Yellow Jackets line it up with a 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's King. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. Early in this one, they're having...
Touchdown, Georgia Tech! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Hunter. They get him on the ground. Late in the half, they have the first down at the 41.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
1 play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down. That's caught. It's Hunter. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Hold it.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Hunter. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Atlanta. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the 5th oldest venue in college football, Bobby Dodd Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Arizona set to start this second half. They'll kick it off. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Looking to throw, it's King. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They'll run it from the gun. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets in a good spot here with second and short. Now they'll run the draw. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground with the running back.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He's going to run it. Nice move to pick up yardage. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Let's go!
From the gun, running back on the move. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. They'll run this play from the pistol.
Let's go!
Second down, they'll go to the air. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
Well, the ball hasn't hit the ground very often for this guy in this game, right? He's even still, after that incompletion, over 80% throwing, which is key. Because last game, he was under 50% on his throws. He went back to work.
A shot toward the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Quarterback making adjustments. Try to get it to the edge. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking. Something's a little bit off, and I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult to them.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down. Still going. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Klein. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and them long. Bringing the heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to go up top on first down. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to.
He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Safe completion on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Yellow Jackets line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Let's see what he can do with it. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line.
Here we go.
Wants to throw. It's Klein. The screen. He can go. And the Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. They're setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Let's see what they do on third down. Quarterback may change this route. On third and long, try to convert through the air. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Arizona going back to work with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. To the air, it's Klein. Moving away from pressure. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
You got to give this this defense tons of credit. They came in here with an outstanding game plan. They were able to execute. They have not allowed a point, and still in the fourth quarter, they are bringing it, and they get another sack.
Fires to the wideout. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job.
Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Turning it on. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Arizona. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. First down here for the offense. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Knowles. Finds his man. Plows through the defense. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Yellow Jackets really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. He might want another play. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Makes a grab for a big play. Wide open spacing. Touchdown, Arizona. Once he got some room, it was over.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UAB is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by a field goal over Oklahoma. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. It's complete to the left. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. And the Yellow Jackets with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for a man. It's Knowles. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
A strike downfield. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get concerned. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. He's just outside the 20-yard line. Stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory.
Ready?
The Yellow Jackets with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
29 Philly.
They'll go to the ground. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. They'll run it. Oh, he's got some space. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal. And the Yellow Jackets, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. Now it's 3rd and goal. Consecutive L's, a hat trick of losses, and as a result, you can take their hat out of the ring for most of their goals.
Yep, most of their goals are done. And listen, I don't know what they do really well. This is bad. 3 losses in a row. It's not good. They got to figure something out, but it's a long season still. There's still a lot of room to find some positive, Jesse. Maybe throughout the way, there's going to be something happens that's positive.
So you're saying there's a chance. I like it. Always positive. Glass half full, David. Listen, I don't think they can fix everything in one week. I think this team needs to go back to the drawing board. They need to focus on one specific area of their football team to try to improve on and get this thing going.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.